Welcome back to my channel, Mr. English Hub. I'm so happy you're here today. And guess what? I'm not alone. Emily is here with me again. Emily, how are you doing?
Hey, James. Hey, everyone. I'm doing great today. I had a slow morning, which is rare for me, so I'm feeling relaxed and ready to teach. How about you?
I'm good. I woke up early, made a big breakfast, and then ate it all too fast.
That sounds like you. What did you make?
Pancakes. Too many pancakes.
Is there such a thing as too many pancakes?
According to my stomach, yes.
Well, you'll recover. And today's topic is perfect because we're talking about something everyone does every single day. How to talk about your daily life in English.
Yes, today we're covering useful everyday phrases so you can talk about your morning, your afternoon, your evening, everything you do in a simple, natural way.
And we're keeping everything beginner friendly. Short sentences, clear examples, and phrases you can use immediately.
Exactly. So let's start with the morning routine. Emily, what's the first thing you usually say when talking about your day?
I might say I wake up at 7 a.m. That's an easy and natural way to start.
And viewers, do you know how to say what time you wake up in English? If not, you're about to learn.
You can use this simple pattern. I wake up at blank. I get up at blank.
Wake up means your eyes open. Get up means you actually leave the bed, which sometimes takes me 30 minutes.
More like 40.
Hey, no exposing me.
Just keeping it honest for the viewers.
Aye, fair. Now, let's give some practice sentences everyone can repeat. Repeat after me. I wake up at 6.
And repeat after me. I get up at 7.
Good. Now, let's talk about what happens next. You can say, I brush my teeth, I wash my face, or I eat breakfast.
Or I take a shower. Very common and very useful.
Viewers, here's a question for you. Which of these morning phrases do you use the most? Tell us in the comments.
Now, James, what's something you always do in the morning?
I always make coffee. If I don't drink coffee, I don't function.
That is 100% true. And you can say, I make coffee or I drink coffee in the morning. Simple and natural.
And here's a quick viewer challenge. Do you know how to describe your morning routine in English? Give it a try.
And don't worry, we'll guide you through everything step by step. After the morning, we'll talk about your afternoon and evening too.
Yes, this series will help you talk about your entire day with confidence.
Before we move to chapter 2, let's do one more round of practice. Repeat after me. I eat breakfast at 8.
Repeat, I start my day with coffee.
And repeat, my morning routine is simple.
Nice. These are phrases you can use every day.
And remember, the more you use them, the more natural English will feel.
All right, everyone, that wraps up Chapter 1. We covered waking up, getting up, and basic morning activities.
If you enjoyed this chapter, stay with us. There's so much more to come.
And if you learned something new, don't forget to like and subscribe.
And leave a comment below. See you in the next chapter.
Welcome back, everyone. This is Chapter 2, and now we're moving into the afternoon part of your day. Emily, are you ready?
I'm ready. Afternoons are interesting because everyone's day looks a little different. Some people work, some study, some relax, some run errands.
Exactly. And today we'll learn simple, natural phrases you can use to talk about your afternoon in English. So, Emily, what's something you usually do in the afternoon?
I often say I have lunch around noon. That's a very common way to start.
Right. And viewers, do you know how to say what time you have lunch in English? If not, you're about to learn.
You can use this pattern. I have lunch at. I eat lunch at.
Let's give them practice. Repeat after me. I have lunch at 1 o'clock.
And repeat after me. I eat lunch in the afternoon.
Perfect. Now, let's talk about what usually happens after lunch. For many people, it's work or school. You can say, I go to work, I'm at work, or I study in the afternoon.
Yes, and if you work from home, you can say, I work from home in the afternoon.
That's very useful these days. And viewers, have you ever needed to tell someone your work or study schedule in English? Let us know.
Now let's add more details. Many learners want to describe their tasks. Simple phrases like, I answer emails, I attend meetings, I study English, I do homework.
Speaking of emails, I answer way too many emails in the afternoon. It feels like they never end.
Because you sign up for too many newsletters.
They have interesting titles.
How to make your pancakes fluffier is not essential information, James.
It is for me.
Fair point.
All right, let's keep going. Another common afternoon activity is going out. You can say, I go shopping, I run errands, or I buy groceries.
Let's give the viewers some practice. Repeat after me. I go shopping in the afternoon.
Repeat. I buy groceries after work.
And repeat. I run errands when I have time.
Excellent. Now, here's a question for everyone watching. Which afternoon phrase matches your daily routine? Tell us in the comments.
Another nice expression is, in the afternoon, I usually. This is a great way to describe habits or routines.
Yes, for example, in the afternoon, I usually take a short walk.
Or, in the afternoon, I usually drink tea. Simple and natural.
Here's something interesting. Some people take a nap in the afternoon. You can say, I take a nap, or if you want to sound a bit cute, you can say, I take a little nap.
I wish I could take afternoon naps. That would be amazing.
Same. But then I'd never wake up.
True. You'd sleep for 3 hours and call it a nap.
A long nap is still a nap.
Let's agree to disagree.
Okay, fair. Before we wrap up this chapter, let's summarize what we learned. You can talk about your afternoon using I have lunch at, I'm at work, I study in the afternoon, I run errands, I go shopping, I take a nap.
And remember, you don't have to use all of them. Just choose the ones that describe your life.
And if you're enjoying this series, don't forget to like and subscribe. It really helps the channel.
Leave a comment too. We love reading your daily routines. See you in the next chapter.
Welcome back to Chapter 3, everyone. Now we're moving into the evening, one of my favorite parts of the day. Emily, how's your evening routine usually look?
Honestly, my evenings are pretty calm. I like to relax, cook dinner, and unwind after a long day. What about you, James?
My evenings, well, they're a bit chaotic. Sometimes I work late, sometimes I watch too many shows, sometimes I try to be productive but end up eating snacks.
Very relatable. And whether your evenings are calm or chaotic, this chapter will teach you how to describe them in simple, natural English.
Yes, so let's start with the most common evening phrase. I have dinner at blank. Viewers, do you know how to say what time you have dinner in English? If not, let's learn it now.
Here's the pattern. I have dinner at 7. I eat dinner with my family. I cook dinner in the evening.
And here's a practice sentence. Repeat after me. I have dinner at 6.
Repeat after me. I cook dinner at home.
Perfect. Now, let's talk about what happens after dinner. Many people relax. You can say, I watch TV, I listen to music, I spend time with my family, I read a book.
Yes, and if you want to sound natural, you can add details. For example, I watch TV for an hour, or I read before bed.
And viewers, which of these activities do you do in the evening? Tell us in the comments.
Another useful phrase is, I like to wind down. It means to relax after a busy day. For example, I like to wind down by taking a warm shower.
Good one. I wind down by eating cookies.
That's not winding down, that's snacking.
It works, though.
For you, everything works if it includes food.
I feel seen and judged.
Not judged, just observed.
Uh-huh. Anyway, Let's keep going. Another important part of your evening routine might be finishing work or homework. You can say, I finish my work, I study in the evening, or I do homework after dinner.
And if you rest after working, you can say, I take a break or I relax on the sofa.
Let's give the viewers more practice. Repeat after me. I watch TV in the evening.
Repeat, I read before bed.
And repeat, I relax after dinner.
Great job. Now let's talk about exercise. Some people work out in the evening. You can say, I exercise at night, I go for a walk after dinner, or I go to the gym in the evening.
Yes. And viewers, have you ever tried exercising in the evening? Comment below.
Now let's talk about bedtime. This is a big part of daily routines. You can say, I go to bed at 10. I fall asleep around 11. I get ready for bed.
And if you want to sound more natural, you can add, I brush my teeth, I wash my face, I turn off my phone.
Yes, many learners forget these small but important details.
Speaking of phones, I always say, I scroll on my phone before bed. Not a good habit.
James, that's why you wake up tired.
But it's fun.
It's sleep-destroying fun.
Fair enough. Viewers, do you use your phone before bed? Let us know so I don't feel alone.
Before we finish this chapter, let's summarize evening phrases you can use. I have dinner at, I watch TV, I relaxed after work, I go for a walk, I read before bed, I go to sleep at.
These sentences will help you talk about your day in a clear, natural way.
And the more you practice, the easier it becomes.
And if you're enjoying this video so far, don't forget to like and subscribe.
And leave a comment about your evening routine. See you in the next chapter.
Welcome back, everyone. This is Chapter 4, and today we're talking about weekly habits, things you don't necessarily do every day, but you do regularly. Emily, do you have weekly routines?
Definitely. I think everyone has at least a few. For example, I always say I go grocery shopping on Saturdays. It's something I do every week.
Yes, and weekly habits are great to talk about because they show what your lifestyle looks like. Viewers, do you know how to describe your weekly routine in English? If not, you'll learn it today.
Let's start with simple phrases. You can say, I go grocery shopping on weekends. I clean my house on Sundays. I meet my friends every Friday.
And if you want to say something you do sometimes, not every week, you can use I sometimes, I usually, I often.
For example, I usually visit my parents on Sundays, or I often go for long walks on weekends.
That sounds peaceful. I usually end up doing laundry at the last minute because I forget.
You don't say. Laundry mountain again?
It's more like a laundry volcano, ready to explode.
That's not a good sign.
I know. Pray for me, viewers.
Anyway, let's give some practice sentences. Repeat after me. I usually clean my room on Saturdays.
Repeat. I often meet my friends on weekends.
And repeat. I sometimes relax at home on Sundays.
Perfect. Now let's talk about activities that are not daily, but still regular, like hobbies, classes, or personal goals.
Yes, you can say, I take an English class every Monday, or I go swimming twice a week.
And if you do something regularly, but not on a specific day, you can use, I do this once a week, twice a week, 3 times a week.
For example, I exercise 3 times a week.
I plan to exercise 3 times a week.
Let me guess, you exercised once?
Half.
Half?
I stretched.
Stretching for 5 minutes does not count as half a workout.
My muscles disagree.
Your muscles are lying.
I refuse to confirm or deny that.
Viewers, what do you do every week to stay healthy or happy? Tell us in the comments.
Now here's another important phrase. On weekdays. This means Monday to Friday. For example,
On weekdays, I work. Or on weekdays, I wake up early.
Yes, and on weekends refers to Saturday and Sunday. For example, on weekends I relax, or on weekends I try new recipes.
Speaking of recipes, remember your spicy soup disaster?
Oh no, don't remind me. My kitchen smelled like garlic for 3 days.
It smelled powerful.
That's a generous word.
Let's give more practice before we turn this into a cooking show. Repeat after me. On weekdays, I study in the evenings.
Repeat after me. On weekends, I spend time with my family.
And repeat. I exercise twice a week.
Great job. Talking about weekly habits makes your English sound more natural and helps people get to know you better.
Let's summarize what we covered in this chapter. I usually, I often, I sometimes, I go every week. On weekdays, on weekends.
Use these phrases to describe your lifestyle clearly and simply.
And if you're enjoying the video so far, don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment.
Tell us about one thing you do every week. We'd love to hear from you. See you in the next chapter.